Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where we are currently getting a little showed up by Free India, but fair enough. We do have a technology slot available for research, and perhaps infantry anti-tank would be a good one to go for. I mean, we would get a time penalty for that, but what aren't we getting a time penalty for? Maybe something in artillery? I mean, we don't have towed anti-tank, technically. Yeah, we may as well. Let's grab that. I don't know if what we're facing really has that much tank. Not really currently. Are there any Brazilian troops that we see up here? Yes, we do. Let's take a look at these Brazilian troops. Just cavalry. Okay. It's interesting. To be sure, that is definitely interesting. So this front is collapsing for Pratiharis. That is not a surprise. We are currently prepping a little bit, if we can get there, to do a little bit of an invasion of Brazil and get a toehold over in the New World. That would be a nice thing to have. I mean, we do technically have a friendly port in America, but I don't think that they have borders with anyone that is currently fighting. Ojibwa is in their own war against us. Ojibwa, Maya, and Blackfoot. Maya is, let's see here. The Caribbean was one of our friends. Not in this game, but they were one of our subject nations previously. Where exactly is Maya? No, seriously, where exactly is Maya? Ah. That's Maya. That's not very helpful, honestly. That doesn't change anything. There's a naval combat in the Western Mediterranean? Oh, they're fighting our freight convoys. Fair enough. That is, to be clear, why we have started producing some submarines. And actually, I kind of want to change some of these over to producing some submarines. Like, we'll have a couple of convoys being produced, but we like to kill boats. We don't like to make boats. Okay, so that's 4 and 5. That'll do. How's our production efficiency coming up here? Very nice. Infantry equipment 2 is nearly disseminated to everyone, I think. What do we actually need for upgrades? Can we see just what we need for upgrades? That would be a very nice thing if we could control that. But alas, we cannot. That I know of, anyway. Yep, naval convoy. Oh, we have free dockyards? In which case... Oh, we would, wouldn't we? Because we could put 15 on convoys, but only 10 on submarines. Fine. We will continue building additional submarines until we have all of our dockyards ready to go. Or all of our dockyards in use, rather. There we go. That'll do. Excellent. Now, if we hop into Navy map mode here, we can see that we do have some submarines. So I would actually like to have these guys do... I don't want to do convoy escort. I want to do, let's see, patrol would be... It will attempt to spot enemy fleets in its active region. I think we want to do strike force. And we want to set them to come down to the Western Mediterranean. Because I want to control this. So that they're not, in here. That would be very nice. So we'll send a few of our submarines down over there. Excellent. Well, Pratiharis will capitulate pretty soon, I think. We are actually pushing them over here now. So that is fantastic. We are currently short on rubber. Let's go ahead and grab a little bit more of that. Excellent. And as far as our military factories go, we are making good progress on that front. That is fantastic. We have a lot more to go, of course. We also need some infrastructure. We're working on it. Okay, an ace pilot has been promoted. Yeah, Free India... I feel like Free India has a lot less that they're fighting. And they're in better terrain. Like, they definitely caught Pratiharis off the back foot there. We have some unassigned divisions up here, and we should definitely assign those. I want to... Actually, I want to just create another new army here. That was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to create a new army, and I wanted to put this army into this army group. There we go. So that's 4 out of 5, and we'll get them started moving down here. I also kind of want to... I mean, we can't deploy again, but I would like to get these 2 armies maxed out. That'd be a nice thing to have. Okay, well, there's a couple of victory points over here. We're now extremely close to the Pratiharan now capital, though. So that's great. Let's grab mechanization effort next. That will be completely fine. And there's still combat going on over here. I'm wondering if if these guys have made it there yet. Nope, they're still docked. And why are they still docked? You guys are supposed to be over here. So this fleet is 16 submarines. Okay, let's assign all of them over here. And let's see if we can get them to strike force over here. Sure. I've not really done too much with this interface. Are they actually going? I do not believe they are. No, they're still just docked. So why are they docked? There must be something that I'm missing here. I mean, do we need an admiral in here? I wouldn't think so. I mean, we could just add in all of this. Because I do want them to patrol all of that. Or rather, I want them to strike force all of that. They are definitely still docked, though. Why don't you guys come on down? They're not interested. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not really interested in navies anyway. Well, Free India is definitely finishing that up. That's nice. We are slowly shifting some troops away from this front. And we are actually about to take a... Is this a victory point here? Is this pointing at this state or at this one? I don't know. Regardless, it looks like our battle just ended for some reason. Silly generals. Very silly generals. Actually, no, I think we won it. Yeah, we won it. So that's a victory point for us. And that means that we're even closer to their new capital of Kalat. We're definitely pushing them in. That's great. And we shouldn't really need to worry too much about Free India attacking us. I mean, they are not super happy about us, but we're on the same side. So that is fine. Should be no concerns there. Hey, Navy. Have you left yet? No, they have not. Perfect. I still wonder what exactly is going wrong there. Is it because they're just submarines and they don't want to go out there on their own? Maybe. Yeah. Submarines is fine. Get this up to 16. And this one also up to 16. They definitely don't seem interested. Well, that was different. Okay. This doesn't seem to do anything. I'm definitely doing it wrong, and I just don't know how. Right-click to move to location. Yeah, that's what I told it to do. There are 2 task forces assigned to Strike Force. All of them are currently active in the region, but they're docked. Okay. And then for this one, they're too far away from this region to give naval supremacy. So do we need to, like, rebase these? What if we were to rebase them over here? Could we do this? I'm sure we could do this somehow if I knew how to do it. So this naval base... How do we rebase these? This is something that we should definitely learn how to do. Let's remove all of these regions for right now. These are too far away. And that's fine. I completely get that. Now, how do we rebase this? That's hold. Yeah, that doesn't do anything, clicking on the base. Noted. Automatic reinforcement. Yeah, that's all well and good. Maybe if we select just the reserve fleet. Ah. There we go. We can't do it as a fleet group, it would seem. But we can do it as an individual fleet. Okay, that's fine. And then we'll have these guys docked, say, over here. Wonderful. And then with them there, I want to select these guys, and I want to have them strike force. That was the wrong button. I want them to strike force here and here. And then... No, I want that to be only the one. I want these guys to strike force here. No, wrong button. Man, I'm bad at this. See, this is why I don't do boats. Strike force here and here. I want these two to strike force. No, don't move to the Western Mediterranean. Just go into Granada. That'll be fine. I want you to strike force here and here. Although I can't help but notice that you also didn't move. There you go. Move to that naval base. Wonderful. And now these guys, they are currently moving over there, and I want them to strike force. Delete all these. I want them to strike force. Did I just delete all of them? I may have. I want them to strike force, essentially, this region. They're our backline. Okay. So now the question is, did I accidentally delete all these? The answer is yes. Yes, I did. So strike force here and here. No, I want you to move to this naval base. There you go. Okay, and then the first reserve fleet should, of course, be moving to this naval base and should be strike forcing here and here. Okay. Hopefully that does the trick. Hopefully. We're defending that successfully. That's good. That is very, very good. Support Weapons 3 have just finished up. That is good for us. That's a lot of just flat upgrades. I'd love to work on Support Weapons 4. That is quite a ways ahead of time. And that's probably not the best idea. Marines, on the other hand, we'll go with that. Would be useful to have some Marines. Particularly in these. Can we change what template these are using? I mean, these are using mostly infantry divisions as opposed to these assault divisions. So let's actually go into our infantry divisions. if we go into here. And then we can upgrade this with a few Marines. Like this. Actually, that's too many Special Forces. This is still too many Special Forces. But what we could do is we could go into this Assault Division and bring this down to simply infantry. Or we could have these be anti-air. I like it. So these are no longer Mountaineers. These infantry divisions will get Marines for the purpose of naval invasions. There we go. Excellent. Now, if we look at this, then we will see that these are infantry divisions. They have some assault divisions as well. In fact, they're mostly assault divisions. Fair enough. But I don't think that we can change the template of what they're supposed to... Oh, we can. We absolutely can. Okay. Wonderful. So, let's edit this a little bit. I want to put in a support artillery. I want to put in a motorized recon company. I want to put in an engineer company for sure, a field hospital, and a support anti-air. And then over here, I would like to put in a mobile battalion, perhaps? Like a motorized anti-air, 2 of those, and then 3 motorized artillery. And then we can switch this over to, say, light tanks. And then perhaps put Marines in over here. And then we change this to a Marine. Sure, that's close enough to Marine. That would put us over our Special Forces limit. Fair enough. That would not. Okay, so we could have this be Marines, and then this would be, say, Mountaineers? No, that's Special Forces. It would be, say, artillery, or just plain infantry. If we're going to do that, though, I would like to do it like this. Okay. So now, let's go through here. We do have a few of these infantry divisions in this army. We should probably set these up. Can we sort by division template? That'd be really nice. Or if we could select by division template. But I don't think that's a thing. So we need to swap these guys over to these division templates like this. Okay. That'll be fine, but tedious. And yeah, I know that we're lacking some materials for that. That'll definitely be tedious. There's no doubt about that. But I think it is ultimately for the best. So this will be assault divisions, as will this. And this should, in theory, substantially increase our effectiveness if we were to standardize our armies a little bit. This is also, of course, going to cost us a fair amount of manpower. Noted. But we want to move these essentially over into this army, and then this army we want to have become essentially... We want them to become a Marine army group. So that we can do naval invasions to some degree. And we'll just... Infantry brigade? No. Assault division. There we go. And once we have that done, then in theory, it'll be much easier to make landfall in South America. Okay, so we'll swap that over to an assault division. Excellent. So that's Army Group 1 swapped. Now for Army Group 2. This is definitely going to be much more tedious. We want to swap these over to... And in fact, I want to rename this from Infantry Division over to a Marine Division. There we go. Okay. Excellent. This cavalry brigade should definitely be switched to an armored division or assault brigade. I forget which is which. That looks right. Okay. This unit here definitely switches to a marine division. This cavalry brigade over to an armored division. This infantry brigade over to a marine division. This is an armored division already. So I think that's fine, just going by icons here. That one will go to marine. These will... I wish there was a way to bulk replace these. Is there? Like, replace all in one type, or all in one army group? That would be wonderful. Unless we can, like, select them, like so. Can we bulk edit them like this? We can unassign them. Double-click to select all divisions with the same template. That's nice. So we have all divisions with the same template here. Does that change all of them over? No, that changes one of them over. Okay. So, what else can we do here? Right-click to pan to the division. Yeah, that's not helpful. That is not helpful in the slightest. So, I mean, we can select all of them, sure. But that doesn't actually change the template. Like, bulk change the template. I mean... For this unit, yeah. What if... There may be a hotkey here that I am not seeing. So I'm just testing things. Okay, so if we were to do this with shift-click, it still says for this unit. I'm guessing there's a way to do this, but the tooltips aren't telling me. I want to change it only for this armor group, of course. Army group, rather. And yeah, it's currently that. I mean, we could do this, and I'm going to keep the game ticking during the meantime. That is certainly tedious. If there's a way to do this, please let me know, because this is a little much. So that's exciting. Okay, well, I'll probably finish that off camera, honestly. That's going to be a while. Let's check in on Pratiharis for right now. We've definitely made progress over here. We've pocketed them up here. I like it. They're currently holding off an attack into their capital. That's fine. Once Pratiharis falls, everyone else is offshore, which is part of the reason why I'm trying to develop this army group. Free India has taken this? That's obnoxious. I mean, we are... I was thinking about whether we were going to fight Free India or not. Maybe it's just once the world is controlled entirely by people in our alliance, we consider the world conquered. I don't know. Or maybe former vassals? I don't know. But we have this pocketed, and we are definitely succeeding in driving them out of these pockets. So that is fine. Excellent. Yeah, Pratiharis is definitely falling here. There's only so much that they can do. So that's great. How are we doing on getting these guys over? They're actually well on their way. That's fantastic to see. Okay, well, it is getting close to time to put a cut in here, and I do need to switch all of these over to Marine divisions, so that is definitely going to be kind of tedious. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time when we will have these converted over to Marine divisions.